What's up, you guys? So today I bring, I guess, the flip side of my previous topic about the fascinating aspects of the comment section. Now I am going to talk about the frustrating aspects of the comment sections. And when I say frustrating, I don't want y'all to think that this really affects me or like makes the quality of my day suffer or like this mentally messes me up or whatever. It's like some of it can help me grow, but at the same time, some of it, it's like that's totally uncalled for. And I wish that people wouldn't go around saying those things, but it's whatever. Like I said, I've, I'm very confident about myself. I feel like I'm a pretty mentally strong person. So none of this really agitates me or anything like that. But anyways, let's dive into some of these. So for starters, people who put feelings on me. And what I mean by that is say that I express an opinion and you say that I feel or think that I am so much like someone one time told me she thinks she is so profound with what she's saying, whereas the whole planet already knows this. What part of I am telling a story do you not understand? What part of this channel is about me sharing experiences? Do you not get? Of course, a lot of the things I'm going to say are obvious. I'm not trying to claim that I have expertise from like a doctorate level or something. I'm just an average person just turning on the camera and talking. So if you can wrap your head around that, you will have a better time in my channel. Another thing is the few people who tell me what to do with my appearance. It is really rare that anyone picks on me about my appearance, but sometimes I have heard some people say in the comments that, why don't you wear your hair on a top knot? Or why don't you wear, I don't know, what do you want me to be? A little more revealing? No, I am not going to wear something that I do not desire. And I'm not going to do something to my face or my hair that I do not desire. And I am not going to put makeup on my face. Period. Like this doesn't happen often, but someone out there has said it. And if you have issues with my appearance, how about if you just don't watch me? But am I telling you what to do with your appearance? First of all, I cannot see you. But if I could see you, I would probably have many suggestions to tell you, but I'm not that kind of person. So it's kind of annoying, but it really doesn't affect me like that. I just ignore it. But it's kind of ridiculous that someone out there tries to control what you do. If I were on the street, would you come up to my face and tell me, why aren't you wearing a top knot? No, right? So just treat everyone online like you would treat the people on the street, which is pretty respectfully, because otherwise you would get busted. Those who insult me without watching a video, and in addition, not contributing to the topic. Like, seriously, when you go online and you drop a comment on someone's video or post or whatever, and you're just insulting the person, what do you gain from that? Why do you do that? What makes you do that? Just what goes through your head when you do that? Because I get called all kinds of things like an idiot, a bedwench, and you name it. I mean, a bunch of things. And it really doesn't bother me because I know it's not true. But it's like if I were on the street, would you dare to say this to my face? And if you do, just why? How does this make the quality of your life better? And I guess if I deserved it, I wouldn't have any issues with it. But not only that, but if you're going to insult someone, make sure that you at least have a reason to. Like it's fundamental. But usually, if you just drop a comment in my video telling me that I'm an idiot, what makes me an idiot? You would think, oh, you should know why you're an idiot. It's common sense. No, I don't know why I'm an idiot. What I do know is that you posting that I'm an idiot makes you the idiot because you're the one who's going out of your way to try to ruin my perception of myself. And not only that, but just drop a comment that's just not contributing to the topic whatsoever. So again, none of this bothers me. I either ignore it or just chuckle at it. But eventually, I'll do another video where I compile some outstanding comments, and then you guys will see more where I'm coming from. But it's just that when I see that I have comments, I look forward to my ideas being challenged. But when you just attack me based on my appearance and what you think you know about me, it's pretty immature. So, but anyways, this is just the online world. This is not indicative of how people act out there, nor how my circle of friends or social circle is like. So this doesn't concern me. It doesn't affect the quality of my life, but it does get annoying because I don't like to see that type of thing in my channel. So what I end up doing is I usually delete it. But anyways, those who take my opinion too seriously, and what I mean by that is that sometimes I like to say something that's different, something that I don't hear people talking about much, and for whatever reason, if I say something that goes against what is commonly believed, known, practiced, people just really take that like too personal. Like just chill out. Dare to be different. I know what the rules are. I know what works and what doesn't. I have although my comprehension on some things is limited, just like for everyone, there is an area where you have challenges. I'm no different, but just remember that I don't take life seriously. And if you're new to my channel, I don't expect you to know me too well after just seeing one video of mine. But if you're going to express something like that, I would encourage you that you watch more than one video. Like, no, doesn't matter who it is, not just me, but any channel. Just make sure that you have gotten to at least know this person before you generate that opinion. Because you may have a completely erroneous perception, and sometimes there are videos that are meant to be humorous or just trolling, you know? So why would you go out of your way to try to flame someone when you don't know them, you know? But anyways, trolling is fun. I mean, I do it more to my friends, but I think it's interesting how someone actively tries to like trigger you or something. Just know that it doesn't work with me. What you do is actually give me video ideas, and maybe you're looking for that. Troll me so that I put it on a video and I talk about you. But honestly, I just like to tear that topic apart, to tell you the truth. Anyways, those who tell me that my scope is limited. Again, there is only so much that I can say in a 10-minute stream, 15-minute stream, hour, 2 hour stream. I have the potential of breaking down a topic like further, further, and furthermore. If you get to email me or text me or call me and interact with me for extended periods of time, you know that when I get a topic started, I can keep going and going, and from one point break it down even more, break it down even more. And most people say that they enjoy my friendship and company because I have stuff to say. Not just stuff to say, but I can add substantial things to the conversation. Or if you don't have much to say yourself, I can supply more details until something prompts you. Or maybe you don't care about sharing your own opinion because it turns out that I can cover it for you. I can speak for the both of us. So I'm not trying to sound like I'm stuck up and like I think that I am the best person at holding a conversation. There's stuff that I suck at really bad. But at least I'm not afraid of taking a topic and turning it around, exploring it as far as I can, and completely free of intervention. What I mean by that is I don't try to Google things, I don't try to read a book ahead of time or anything. You guys know I don't read. But I just like to be creative. I like to challenge myself. I like to see what my mental capacity can do for me. And if I'm completely stuck, that's when I say, okay, I'm gonna shut up because I have no idea about this. I don't want to waste our time. Let's look for a resource. Let's look for support. But I just think it's crazy that you think that if I make a 5 minute long video on a topic, that that's it. That's all that's in my mind. That's all that I have to say. That's all that I can think. That's as far as my opinion go. No, sometimes I just want to make a statement and be done with it and not really elaborate on the matter. That's why sometimes I say to you guys, give me some time to sort of meditate on this topic, put it together, and then I'll visit it in a future stream or something, because I don't like to do a bad job when I do cover something. But sometimes I just want to share a thought, let it go, and come back to it later to truly immerse myself into it. But yeah, this what makes this frustrating is that you think you know me, but you don't. And at least I don't obsess with proving myself. I don't have to explain who I am or really obsess over convincing you that my capacity goes deeper than that. But seriously, I don't go around telling people, oh wow, your scope is limited. Damn, you really don't have anything to say. Your opinion sucks. No, it's like the person may not have enough time to express themselves at that time. Or the person may not be in the mood. Or it's just not a good moment for them. Or it's been a while since someone brought this up to them. Any number of things can get in the way of that person ha- handling a conversation. So I will not hold that against you. But anyways, I just think that's annoying because again, I'm really proud of who I am. I am confident about my thoughts. So to hear someone tell me that in their first interaction with me, they're a comment, it's kind of annoying. But anyways, you wouldn't know that. But I guess what bothers me is that you do not give me the opportunity, or you do not give yourself the opportunity to get to know me. Let's put it that way. Uh, then those who make assumptions on what they think they know. And what I mean by that is the other day I got a comment, well, not the other day, but many months ago, telling me that I am clueless and that I don't know what I'm talking about. I appear to be Indian and that I need to go back to my country, to my Indian origin, to deal with the challenges that the country has before I can opine on what happens in America. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have anything against Indians, but I don't know anything about India because I have, in my recent history at least, there is not a drop of Asian in my blood. Like, that area of the globe, I have nothing to do with that. So just do not label someone based on a country's name. And I mean, a country is part of the planet. You guys know that I just think that we're all parts, all members of the human race, and that I really do not observe countries. But I know that socially, it is understood that it can say a few things about you. But a lot of us nowadays, with how easy it is to migrate, you make a lot of assumptions about someone that can be erroneous. I know people who come from another country, and what I would think I would know about them based on their origin has absolutely nothing to do with who they are as a person, because they have had different influences in their lives. That's why you need to take a minute, hold your horses, let the person tell who they are, and for you to not let your preconceived notions get in the fucking way. So I never get offended about me being called everything except American, because I mean, I don't care. I live in this planet. I'm going to be me no matter where I'm at. But I think it's particularly frustrating that someone would try to bring that up and then turn a conversation into a political one when it doesn't have to be that way. See what I mean? But anyways, that's overly simplified. Maybe I'll do a future stream dedicated to just that. But anyways, those who do not respect an opinion. Once again, my entire channel is about me just sharing my thoughts. If I was not sharing them here, I would be writing them down, but writing them down just doesn't do it for me anymore. I'm trying a different medium. This allows other people to hear me, seek me, challenge me, and it's fantastic. It's a great experience. I have learned a lot, but I don't want you to perceive me as someone who thinks that my opinion is the one that's correct. I have the opinion that I have because for me, personally, that's what improves the quality of my life based on my circumstances. But I know that my circumstances are not the same as yours, and therefore, what I have to share as what I consider to be healthy is based solely on me, what it does for me. I am not saying that that is going to work for you. There are some generic stuff, generic advice that I can supply that I do believe firmly guaranteed that you will lead a better life. But at the end of the day, you have your life, you own it, that's your business. So I understand that, believe me. I just sit here and talk because I love to tell stories. I love to speculate. I love to hear what other people have to say. But never ever am I thinking that my opinion is ultimately better than anyone else's. That's why I'm not a politician. That's why I'm not involved in a position, in a job where I have the power to like influence the community or change things. I just would not know right from wrong sometimes. What works for me will not work for everybody out there. I understand that. You have to trust me that I understand it. So I never try to present myself like I'm the one who, ooh, even when I rant. Like I said, it's my experience, it's my perception. You may agree, you may disagree. If you like to obey the speed limit just like me, then great. You will more than likely remain safe. But if you like to be reckless and that works for you, good for you. But I do believe that can have consequences. And I'm trying to advise you on that. But if you go the rest of your life not getting in trouble, good for you. I'll applaud it. But do not encourage me to follow your conduct. Let's see. Those who state the obvious and are overly simplistic. And to supply a source for that comment, of course, most of you guys found me due to my little World Without Men video, which yesterday was the anniversary. I did film something, but I had a situation at home that kept me away from filming. But I'll get to it when I get to it. But basically, someone was telling me that in a world without men, this has been actually a popular comment. In a world without men, women wouldn't exist. In a world without men, then you couldn't reproduce. No shit! If it weren't for you, I would have never figured that. Oh my god, sex makes babies. Seriously. Jesus. I mean, of course, I'm over dramatizing. But because that is so obvious, that's why I like to elaborate on my point. That statement is overly simplistic. It is possible to take that point, the fact that, a world without men has its consequences. How about if we discuss the consequences that go beyond what is obvious? All right? What is wrong with that? Why is that such a terrible thing? Why is it bad for me to do that? I mean, I like to have more complex thoughts, Like, it just drives me up a wall. It makes my blood boil because, like, seriously, you missed that point and you have the nerve to tell me that I missed the point. Like, no, challenge yourself. Dare to think a little deeper. Just beyond the surface. Don't hang out in your comfort zone. Go further. And that's why I got annoyed when someone tries to tell me that, you know, I could have summarized that video in just 3 minutes. No, I have more things to say. Okay? So anyways, I thought that I would just put that out there because it's mind-blowing. Just because I have expressed that I'm not educated doesn't mean that I absolutely cannot reason. I mean, give me a chance. I'm telling you, give me a chance. And the problem is that there are some people in real life who would dare to say this, like in an actual conversation. And those are the folks who just, I'm like, it's not that I cannot hold the conversation with you. It's just that I know it will not lead to nowhere. I like to be genuinely challenged, but that is not challenging. That is just wasting time. Um, I could have made my point in a shorter time. Someone did say that my 9 minute video of the world without men could have been said by a guy in 3 minutes. Good for you. If you can say all of what I said in fewer words, good for you. I like to talk. I like to say things differently. I like to express things in a little more of an extended way. And sometimes I may repeat myself. Maybe I repeat myself because I am so confident about what I say and so positive about it. Just let's leave it at confident that I like to emphasize that. Okay? So if you don't like to hear someone who repeats themselves, then this is not the right channel for you. I'm just gonna say it. Uh, let's see. Challenging me like I am claiming to have humanity's salvation. And what I mean by that is sometimes people tell me, that you think that you are so profound, you know, everyone knows this, and your opinion is heavily flawed and it's lacking uh, a platform to stand in firmly. And I'm like, I fucking know that. I did not go to college. I don't know what really happens on certain aspects in society. There's some stuff that I just will never understand or know about because I deliberately choose to remain ignorant about it. And what I mean by that is I do not expose myself to the resource, the setting that could further my understanding and knowledge on something. If I want to know how to fly a plane, I would go to flying school and maybe even possibly work at an airport and have more pilot connections. But because I don't, I will continue to sit here and say I cannot fly a plane to save my life. So that's just to give a very simplistic example. But I mean, I do not pretend that to present myself as someone who can rid the world of evil. Of course I don't. Like as a teenager, I thought some things were obvious as to why don't more people do this. Life is just complicated because people want it to be. I truly felt as a teenager that I had like amazing powers or something, but then reality started sitting in and I'm like, I get it. I know why certain injustices exist. I know why there are imbalances and whatnot. But if I really, really, really wanted to change the planet in a way that's meaningful, I would be involved in, say, politics, or I would become some researcher, or just something prestigious to make myself be known, put my face out there, and then be more influential, if that makes sense. But just leave me alone, all right? You don't know me. And then those who call me clueless based on my appearance. Again, it goes back to when people are like, because you are a girl, you couldn't possibly understand about this and that. No, I don't understand. How about if you educate me? How about if you supply me with the facts that really back up my understanding or improve it? So, yeah, you guys, that's pretty much all the points that I had jotted down. There are many more, but these are the ones that really came to mind more immediately. But yeah, I don't mind being told things. What I do mind is when you present it in a way that implies that you think that I am someone who really, 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 really is that limited. Like, no, no. Share your story, share your experiences as a worker or whatever you are. But when it comes to me personally, unless you have known me for years, You just should not make assumptions. That's all I gotta say. And I see the lagging symptoms on my phone. I'm going to start scrolling through the comments and try to reply to as many as I can, but it's possible that I will crash once again. But yeah, I'll at least read them. And yeah, but I caught a glimpse of some interesting things you guys were saying. And I know someone said something about wearing headphones. I'm sorry if I got loud. I just pushed my own button. Those know it all trolls are just that trolls. Your videos are good and thought provoking, so just keep doing what you're doing. And Jimmy Boy, you can count on that. But I appreciate the support. I like trolling, to be honest. Are you sick or you've been snoring cold these days? Nah, I was dealing with allergies and other complications that I really don't want to talk about. But yeah, I'm feeling a whole lot better. So yeah, that's why I don't have anything on my face to cover up. I know how you feel. Comments can be a little mind jogging. I like your perspective and enjoy listening to you speak. Thanks a lot, Nick. What is going on? Did you have a problem with someone's comments? No, Wolfos. This is just a generic expression. You know that video where I talked about the fascinating aspects of the comment section? Well, this is to contrary that, to contradict that. The frustrating aspects of the comment section. And I was just going through some points of what makes me say that. And yeah, Wolfos will activate troll mode. Bring it. Zam will activate roast mode. It's great that you have enough strength to not let trolling bother you too much. No, in fact, some people's trolling genuinely makes me laugh, whether it's on my channel or someone else's channel. And sometimes I put on my trolling cap and participate right along with you. But there are some aspects that I guess remind me of some folks in reality, like in real time, that I'm like, oh man, you sound just like someone who I have encountered. And it's frustrating. But, anyways, not that it requires a lot of energy anyway. Who was it? Really, too many people, Wolfus. I don't know if you caught the part where I said this, but I will make another video of those periodical ones that I make where I take comments that stand out and I'm like, yeah, look at this, and then I sort of reply to it. Yeah, something like that. Get back to Calcutta. Yes, I will go back to Aruba or something. Yeah, you freaking Indian, go back to Iraq. Heck yeah! Zambri is having real talk. Countries have different cultural differences, but that doesn't mean you can't grasp and comment on other issues. Same as guys can discuss and give input on women's issues and vice versa. Mansplaining! Well, how about, what's the opposite term for that? Ladies splaining? Woman's splaining? Uh, femme splaining? I don't know. I think that term is so stupid. I mean, everyone is entitled to an opinion, and what's most frustrating to me between women and men is that why did we how did we get to a point where we think that we're competing against one another? Like, we are teaming up as a species to like keep our genetics going. It's more of a we are teaming up to survive against other living beings in the environment, like for territory. But I guess society's implementations were really what made us like separate and be so just split up and look at each other as competition. But to me, that is just absurd. I mean, it's absurd. If you love telling stories, you gotta work your way through having your grandkids. Well, it's a little too soon for that. Hey, I am a headphone user. Oh, there you are, the real hood one. I apologize for that. So I guess I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about that. I have no idea what, like, when I listen to my playback, I'm not sure what kind of volume is pleasant and at what point I'm either whispering or being too loud. So I'm really trying to project, but apparently I fail. Nah, it's cool. And now you're deaf. Ha ha. Exactly. Lionheart gives Amri a hug and tells her you're doing good. That's what I'm talking about, making you proud. Yeah, completely deaf. You venting right now? Yeah, sort of. But again, this is not something that really kills my motivation or makes me think that my life is just in decline. It's just that if the content exists, then let's do something with it. Actually, if humans evolved to reproduce asexually and exclusively female, it could happen. But no one needs telling that you didn't mean that. I swear some people play dumb for the sake of arguing. Oh, you're expressing an opinion. You must think you know everything. I can't stand that on message boards. You have to use words in my opinion like most would use a comma. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's just crazy. Because I think every single thing that is ever said is an opinion. And that, of course, facts exist and facts can prove things. But have you ever had a time when two things were true despite the facts? I guess facts are more about, say, with statistics, some of them are more accurate than others. Facts is used to state a higher level of accuracy. But at the same time, it's a fact that I don't like watermelons that much, but it's a fact that someone out there likes them. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean that humanity doesn't like them. And I know that facts, like I said, it's more like, let's say, Corollas are gas efficient. That's a fact. It can be proven. But at the same time, another vehicle can also be efficient. It does not need to necessarily be a Corolla to be fuel efficient. So, anyways, I cannot really think of a more like political example, I guess, but I just like to simplify it in that manner. That's how I look at it, and maybe that's why I live a relatively stress-free life. Let's see. If you don't, they will say stating opinions as fact and blah blah blah, as if you need to specify that you're expressing an opinion. Why can we not just assume that? Ali, please explain. There's absolutely no possible way that humans can reproduce asexually, and artificial insemination does not count. Reproducing asexually literally means reproducing all by yourself, as in one gender only reproducing by themselves and not needing the other gender to reproduce, etc. I would vote for you, Zamri. I think by asexual, what's meant is that you, yeah, reproduce by yourself, but also that no sexual activity is involved. You know, like we could create. I guess. I guess the confusion comes from treating insemination as labeling it as reproducing asexually. And I guess that the asexual term is reserved for creatures that naturally reproduce without the aid of an external organism. Whereas if you are inseminated, it's because you by default are designed to be able to carry offspring, but for whatever reason, you cannot accomplish that. Let it be infertility, or let it be that you are a man and you do not wish to be engaging in the act to create a life, but you recur to technology to assist you with that because by yourself it's not possible. Did you guys follow any of that? Yeah. If I write it down and then read it, I can say it better. But anyways, I think that's how it is. I don't have that confirmed in my brain. I really never studied this in my science classes like this extensively, but at least from context clues, that's what I gather. As in one gender only reproducing by themselves and not needing the other. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. A complex organism cannot reproduce asexually. Lionheart, you would vote for her, yet you can't even spell her username. Did he misspell it? Zarmi? Well, maybe he was talking about the Zarmi. He would vote for all of us. Or I guess all of us as a nation requires mitosis. Hyperscience, man, our masters are about to make us obsolete. They are planning to make a new race to replace us and its reproduction. Well, we totally will be controlled by corporations. Yep, that sounds like an agenda to me. I know I was just reaching for a ridiculous example to point out that it didn't need stating that without men, women wouldn't exist. That was a headphone joke. Oh, okay. If somehow women could reproduce, they wouldn't have created a society the way it was forged by man when humans still had to dominate nature. You know what? In a situation like that, though, you know how war pretty much shaped the landscape for us humans? Do you guys think that in a different timeline where that is the case, women would have tried to invade male societies and vice versa? Men would have tried to invade female societies? I guess it's like, there would be a Wonder Woman in one of these nations that, drives some victories, but then there would be the guys that have their overpowering, and then female nations would be occupied. Um, like, in history, the folks who were already living in the Americas, it's like they got beaten by other folks who had better technology. So, in this timeline, let's make the safe assumption that men would have an edge when it comes to technology. You know, would females be wiped out? Just like it is said that some races were wiped out because of past uh, invasions. You know what I mean? Or maybe not completely wiped out, but their numbers dwindled severely. Matriarchies are made to be dominated. The current creature comfort that makes life easy for humans today created the illusion of gender equality in nature. My fiance trolls me, matriarchy. How much do I have to donate for you to tell me where you are from? Nothing. It's already been answered. I agree, matriarchies would be dominated by patriarchies. Name one successful matriarchy that has survived to the test of time. There you go. I guess that pretty much validates my point about what I was asking about. Let's make the assumption that the men would completely, dominate the women. They don't produce the same economical and technological advancements. They tend to gravitate to spirits and my family rather than science and fact-based systems. Exactly. And not only that, but emotions, feelings. I just cannot imagine me being on that time of the month and then making a castle. You know what I mean? Or fortifying some place, or having the power come back to my house, Like, yeah, my menstrual cycle is totally responsible for everything that makes me comfortable. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm trying to like pop my shoulder because it's painful. Problem solving athlete. Anyways, sometimes my lady trolls me. Just kidding. The female creature is evolved to care and nurture. Yes, true, and it's not a bad thing either. I love women, but living in America really messes with gender dynamics. A lot of people are confused right now. True, a lot of people are just confused. Yeah, I look at society presently as people are just really confused. Yeah, yeah, good way to put it. Confused. Correct, the gender discrepancy was evolved to create a dichotomy that of roles and survival. I guess it works in the whole Western world. Did the live just crash? No, I think I'm still here. I see the timer still going. It's skipping a few seconds, but I'm still here. Yes, I agree. If the human race resets, patriarchs would take over patriarchies. You mean matriarchs, I think. And more superior patriarchies would try to dominate inferior patriarchies. Yeah, that's it. Zambri, you're too cute. I appreciate that. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure, but I think I am going to wrap up the show right here because I need to eat and it's starting to get cloudy and stormy, and I don't like to have electronics on when I'm in the middle of a storm just for safety. So yeah, you guys, I really enjoyed putting my thoughts out there. I thought this was an interesting topic. Ha, someone says interesting topic. Good job. It was good to see you guys are really having a back and forth and just saying things, having the conversation. You guys get to say your stuff. I get to say my stuff, and yeah, it's fun. It's good to see what everyone thinks or people who are not you, what do other people have to say, and opine. Makes the world merrier, at least for me. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to make any promises about being here tomorrow because lately I have been so bad about being here when I say I will be here. So I will be here as soon as I can. Peace out, and I love how mature everyone usually is here. Oh yeah, this is a pretty good crew. Um, I gotta say, I'm pretty spoiled when it comes to that because I know on some places, like some forums and some other channels, the conversation can be pretty unnecessarily stressful because I guess people just don't know how to handle the matter. But I guess what makes this the case is my audience. As far as I know, it's like 97% of the people here are like above a certain age. So that's good. Um, the few kids probably come for my topics where I talk about games, but I haven't done that in a while. So I noticed in my analytics that the percentage shrunk. But anyways, let's see. Evil laugh. Just kidding. I'm mature as fuck boy. I'm mature AF boy. That's cool. Hi Zambri. Hi Jordan. Unfortunately, Jordan, you have arrived at the conclusion. 99% of live chats are toxic on YouTube. Oh, really? You know, I've only participated in one live chat. Actually, that's a lie. If I count a game stream, then two. But yeah, I guess the other channel that I was watching live was more for kids because it was mostly about games and stuff. And I just wanted to see this creator in live action because I only see videos. But when I see someone streaming live, I like to see how their personality compares and contrasts. Because when you edit a video, you can filter so much stuff. But when you're live, it's like, how do you behave under pressure? You know? So I think it makes it more realistic. Happy Tuesday, everybody. God bless. Muslim, Eco Chambers. Hi, Zambrion. Love you, and I am so late to your video. Go get something to eat and see you later. All right, I will. If you slightly disagree with the host, everyone attacks. Right. Celebrity worship. I guess it's something like, I love this person. In this case, let's say, I love my girl. I love my Zam. You cannot say bad stuff about her. She's perfect. Like, nah, nah. I would hope that you guys are not like that. If I mess up, then I mess up, and boom, I mess up. Like the evolution video is one that you guys should look at in the comment section because it's one of those videos where I'm like, I'm just trying to take a point that's popular, twist it a little bit. But yeah, you guys did not enjoy that. But most of that crew from that time, they're gone. I haven't seen them in here for a minute. So, anyways, just a suggestion if you want to take a look at what happened in that specific video. All right, guys. I will see you later. Bunch of manginas. I was like, wait, what word is that? Oh man, bunch of vaginas. I love you, Jimmy. That was hilarious. Or sorry, not Jimmy. Chevalier. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.